By the end of this video, you'll know how to set up the fast voxel shader on your avatar. First off, import the Unity package that you got from your Gumroad or Lemon Squeezy purchase. You can find it in your library. You can also find it in the receipt that you received in your email after purchase. So go ahead and drag the Unity package into your project view here and click import. Next, you will be asked to input your license key. You can find your license key in the receipt email or in the downloads page of either Gumroad or Lemon Squeezy. For Gumroad, click on Gumroad and put your license key in here. For Lemon Squeezy, click here and put your license key in here. Now it's time to convert our avatar. We can use the built-in conversion utility that's only available on Unity 2022 and above, or manually convert our avatar. To use the conversion utility, first find your avatar and make a duplicate of it by clicking on it and pressing Ctrl D. We can now hide the original avatar or move our copy off to the side. Now if your avatar has a pipeline manager on it with an existing avatar ID, you'll want to detach it so that your voxel version doesn't overwrite your normal version. So click on your avatar, find the pipeline manager, and detach the blueprint ID here. Next, let's right-click on the avatar, go to Value Factory, Fast Voxel Shader, and Convert to Fast Voxel Shader. This will show us our conversion menu. You can go ahead and choose what happens to which material. Convert means that the material will be converted to a voxel shader. Hide means that the material will be hidden using the included hide shader. And skip means that nothing will be done to this material and it will remain as it is. Now this will create new materials, so your original materials will not be touched. This will also not handle VRC Fury material swaps and animation clips. Those need to be handled manually. And of course, this conversion isn't perfect, so some features might not carry over exactly one-to-one, and some tweaking will be required. Once you're happy with your setup, press Convert, and let's make a new folder here called Voxel Materials. Select folder, and the conversion will happen. And now all these new materials have been assigned to your avatar already. And voila, as you can see, we now have our voxelized avatar. And you might need to tweak these to get the right look you want. And if you're unsure about what one of the features does on the shader, you can go ahead and right-click on it and view documentation. Now, if we want to create a new material from scratch, you can go ahead and create a folder for materials. And then right-click on the folder, create, Value Factory, Fast Voxel Material. And that'll create a brand new material that we can do whatever we want with. Let's go ahead and make this our body material. And I'll find body of our avatar here. Should be this. Click on texture here to find the base body. And these are going to be all the textures that we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and drag the base color here into the base color. Then drag the body onto the body. And voila. Now we can go ahead and set up all the other materials on this avatar like this. If you want to use emissions, you can go ahead and into the special tab and use the emission textures or emission masks. Go ahead and mess with the shading as well. And if you're curious about what one of the features does, you can right click on the property, view documentation, or right click on a whole drop down and view documentation. Now we'll go ahead and start to convert the other materials on this avatar into this. Now we see that there's a specular shell around the eyes, and if we try to voxelize it, just look weird. So what we want to do is we want to hide it. And we can hide it using the included hide shader, which we can find by dropping down packages, finding Fast Voxel Shader, shaders, and the hide material right here. And we can just drag that onto the specular, which will hide the specular without you needing to do any kind of adjustments. Now for some materials, like the eyes here, we can't just drag them onto the eyes because there's a specular shell in between the eyes. So what we have to do is we have to find where the eyes are. In this case, it's going to be on the body. And then go to our materials and drag the eye material into the eye slot here. And voila. Now what I'll also do with the eyes is I'll decrease the voxel grid size to be 256 because I think that looks a lot better on this avatar for that. Now after making our materials manually, there's one last thing to do, and that's to set up the scaling factors for avatar. And this needs to be set correct, or some features might not work correctly. For example, you might see holes in your avatar. So we can go ahead and do this by right-clicking on the avatar, going to Value Factory, and then calculate scaling factors. And now that will calculate the scaling factors accordingly. You might also want to just go ahead and drag the avatar into the get scaling thing here, having all the materials selected or whichever material you want to get scaling for, and then click calculate. If you have a two-sided material like these wings are, where the front and the back should be visible, you're going to want to turn off backface culling by going into voxels, optimization, and disable callback faces. Please only disable this option for materials that need to be two-faced, otherwise your performance will be severely impacted. If you want to browse through presets, you can go ahead and click on the Browse Presets button right here, having your materials selected for the avatar, and then clicking on the presets that you would wish to preview, and just seeing what they do. Some of them might need audio link for you to be in play mode. If there's a preset that you like and you want to apply it to your avatar, like these subtle floaters, you can click on them and then click apply. At which point you close the window and the preset will have been applied to your avatar. And yeah, that's about it. Remember, if you are curious about what a feature does, please refer to our documentation by right-clicking on that feature and clicking on View Documentation. And yeah, now we can go ahead and upload this avatar to VRChat and try it out. Now we've loaded our avatar into VRChat, and as you can see, they're all voxely. And yeah, that's about it. Have fun.